Well, Ian, what are we doing with this Falcon here?
I'm not sure what year it is, so new enough.
Okay. Looks like an XA or an XB, doesn't it?
Well, it's one of those. I don't know what years they were made.
Well, probably 1973 to 72 to 1976.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. 77.
Any of these over in England.
Yeah. I may have.
Yeah, this one basically, customer wants a Falcon. He brought us his original car, and we started on that, and then we got it dipped, and not very much came back, so we abandoned that project. And this, although it's not very good, was the best body we could find.
Right.
And we looked at a lot, and this was the best one we could find to replace it. So it's a case now of just getting on and repairing it. Yeah. You know, because you can't buy any parts for them, and
no.
And they seem to be very much prone to rust. So.
Yeah. Where do you source the parts? If you have to get parts, where do you source them from?
Rare spares.
Rare spares?
Yeah.
Yeah. In New Zealand or Australia?
New Zealand.
New Zealand?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Excellent. So Ian, what's this one?
This is a 1969 Super Cobra jet, which I've just brought in from the States. Currently investigating the history of the car before I get into restoring it.
So you'd like to find, you know, the history of it. You were saying it was a drag car?
Yeah, I think it spent most of its life as a drag car. I would like to know who raced it, where it was raced in the States. It was a red, white and blue colour scheme, although most of that has faded away. It's spent the last 20 years sat in the desert.
So what distinguishing characteristics have we got on the car to maybe someone might be able to identify it?
Good question. Most unusual thing I've found is on front suspension arm. It has these plates put in here. So,
oh, down there. Oh, you've got a bump stop down there.
Yeah, it's a bump stop down there instead of your normal bump stop up there.
Okay. That's interesting.
Which I've never seen before. So.
And you would assume that that bit of paint there is...
This is not the original
bonnet.
Yeah, this bonnet's off a boss. This bonnet out to cut the hole for the shaker.
Okay. Yeah, you never know, eh? You know, there might be just something
absolutely,
in the car that someone will recognise.
The car was ordered with no power brakes and no power steering.
Okay.
So it was obviously ordered from the factory for drag racing.
Right, okay. So where did you find this car?
I found this on the internet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in America, where did it come from?
It came out of Washington.
Washington, okay.
But the guy I bought it off had only owned it 6 months.
Right.
And he bought it out of Arizona.
Right, okay.
It was built in Arizona.
Built in Arizona, okay.
And it obviously sat in Arizona desert for the last 20 years.
Okay.
Before he got it.
Yeah.
So I presume it was built in Arizona, bought in Arizona, it was probably raced in Arizona.
Yeah.
And then abandoned in Arizona.
Okay, all right.
Which is why it's so good, you know, rust-wise, there's no rust or no rot in it. It's just covered where all the paint's been bleached off the body, and then the body's just covered in surface rust all over.
Yeah.
But that'll easily clean off.
Yeah.
All the usual points on the car. All down here usually is the first bit on a Mustang to rust out.
Yeah.
These are all rock solid.
Rock solid.
There's
wow.
no rot in it whatsoever.
That's awesome, isn't it?
The wheel arches have been cut at the front there to allow for slick. And then the back side has just been dashed back with a big hammer.
Oh wow, doesn't it, you know? Yeah, anything to make do, I suppose.
It's originally an automatic car. It's had an aftermarket 4-speed in, so the claw's been put away, but shifted to come through.
Right.
Some point in its history. It's got a Mach 1 interior in it, but it's not a Mach 1, it's a Sport Coupe.
Yeah.
Originally a white car with a red interior.
Okay. Red and white.
You can see the red in here and then the blue sill.
Oh, I see.
Blue guards. It's been red, white and blue.
Red, white and blue. Okay. So it had been painted like a flag.
Well, possibly.
American flag.
Knows, yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Oh well, that's awesome, Ian. Thanks very much for that.
Okay then, thank you.